Hey folks, Dave Apollo here from Maximus Internet Marketing. This is Web Wednesday. Thank you for joining. So this week I'm going to kind of continue a little bit about what I was talking about last week, but more of a next step. Last week I was talking about not all websites are created equal, and kind of what you should know about them. What's the difference between a template website versus a custom build website, and what that's going to do for you, how that's going to work for your marketing, how it's going to work for user experience, and if you can do SEO for that site and different things that you can do. So let's take that a step further. There's a giant misconception out there, and people still believe this, that if you just build a website, that's all you need to do. And all of a sudden, people are going to find you online, and people are going to call you and use you for a business. And that, it's not true, because unless you're in an industry that's not very competitive, or you're the only person that does it, and maybe in a small town or something like that, and there's not a lot of competition, sure, you might show up for that website. But if you're in which most people are, if you're in a competitive market, in a competitive geography, and you think that just building a website is enough for you to start showing up, it's not. And how you can know this is go on and do a search in your local area. If you live in Philadelphia, type in auto repair guy in Philadelphia, and look how many results come up in that number in the top on Google. Type in lawyer in Philadelphia. See how many results pop up in there. All those people are already on there, and all that other content that's out there already. You are starting in the back of the line when you create a new website. So for you to think that that's enough to just show up, it's not. And you need an effective marketing strategy to bring people to your website. That could be SEO. That could be Google ads. That could be Bing ads. That could be social media ads like Facebook, Instagram. You could do things on TikTok. You could do things on so many other different platforms that are out there, but you need to do something. Whether that is a service that you're paying for through an agency like myself or someone else, or if you're going to, do things yourself, if you're going to go hard and try to learn this, or at least do some things that you can do on your own to get you some exposure online. But if you don't do anything, that website is as good as a billboard sitting in the middle of the desert that no one's going to ever see. It could still work as an informational if you want to hand it out on business cards, if you want to have it on your truck or something like that, or you do a lot of networking, then sure, that's another way. But people are not going to just find you online just because you built the website. So you need to understand that. So, and I say this all the time, and I'm not trying to be mean. Anytime someone starts a business, goes out and starts doing something on their own, someone who maybe has been doing business for a long time but's never really dabbled in the internet marketing world, someone who wants to do a little side hustle, a side gig, whatever it is, you need to have realistic expectations, and you need to understand what goes into this in order for you to succeed, compete, and dominate online for what you're doing, for your services that you're offering or the things that you're selling. So keep that in mind. You need to understand that, and I've had difficult conversations with people who call me on the phone and ask that question, and I try to explain what it's going to take for them to start generating business and how long that takes and the process and the different things that are available out there. And listen, you don't know what you don't know, and that's understandable. And that's why I do these videos, and it's why I try to explain these things. But you need to understand that when you're going to jump into this world, when you're going to jump into these platforms, and you're going to want to try to compete online for your business. So know that stuff. If you have any questions whatsoever, please don't hesitate. I will be more than happy to answer any questions for you that you may have about what you're doing, what you're thinking of doing, anything along those lines. I'll be more than happy to. But that's it, guys. This is Web Wednesday. I'll see you next week. Thank you.